I'm here today with Director John Scott of the Arizona Department of Veteran Services, and we're here to talk to you about Homes for Heroes. Governor Katie Hobbs has set a bold goal to end veterans homelessness within the next 10 years, and House Democrats worked really hard in this last budget session to make sure we secured $2 million for the Homes for Heroes program in the FY26 budget. Thank you for being here with us today.
Thank you, Representative Marquez. Pleasure.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about your work that you do with veterans.
We're super excited about the Homes for Heroes project in particular. As you mentioned, $2 million were allocated to tackle veteran homelessness here in the state of Arizona. 750,000 of that went to grants that will actually be announced tomorrow. $500,000 of that will go towards the plan to end veteran homelessness here within 10 years, as well as funding our treatment courts, our veteran treatment courts.
Amazing. Thank you so much for the work that you're doing to support all of our veterans, but in particular to make sure that we're tackling this really, really incredible, important topic of ending veterans homelessness. What does this mean for the people that you get to serve every day in your role as Department of Veteran Services Director?
So I was very specific when the solicitation went out for the funding. And one of the areas that we've seen a huge increase in with veteran homelessness is chronicity, chronic homelessness. Now, the federal average over the course of the last year was a 7% reduction in veteran homelessness nationwide. In Arizona, we're overachievers. We made that 13%, but it's not good enough for me. Um, I met actually a veteran over at Circle K, and he saw my Marine Corps license plate at the bottom. And he said, "Hey, I'm homeless. I need help, but I'm hooked on fentanyl." And he was looking for medical detox. And this was a Friday about 5:30. I was unable to find one for him. And I said, "I'll be back on Monday." And unfortunately, he wasn't there. And I had lost an opportunity to get this veteran stably housed. So as we were looking at the solicitations, one of the things that I said was a non-negotiable is that if you encounter a homeless veteran, you need to be able to place that veteran in housing the same day. If that veteran requires medical detox, you need to be able to provide medical detox same day. If there are any other additional barriers, the veteran has a family, perhaps the veteran has a pet with them that they're willing to surrender to go into housing. Those are all barriers that I want to be eradicated from this system that we're currently operating in. I am very happy to say that when we hear about the awards that come out tomorrow, all of those awardees are addressing those issues so that we are reducing those barriers to chronically homeless veterans seeking the services that they need.
Thank you. If you could tell Arizona lawmakers on both sides one thing about this funding and why it matters, what would that be?
I would say first and foremost, veterans are a nonpartisan issue. They have raised their hand and they have been willing to give their lives in support and defense of this country, and we need to treat the subject as such. It's extremely important that we honor their sacrifice and the sacrifices of their family. And the most basic thing and need that these folks have is a roof over their head, food in their stomach, and the support that they need to be successful out in the real world. And if we can get those together and make them productive members of society, we've done a good job.
Thank you. And then on a personal level, I know you told a personal story already, but to see Arizona investing in ending veterans homelessness, what does that mean for you?
It means the world to me. Prior to working for the state, I was the executive director for U.S. Vets in Phoenix. And so a huge portion of my career has been serving homeless veterans here in the state of Arizona. To see that not only there's support, but also financial support is huge. And what that's going to do is enable us to really do a comprehensive review of what resources are actually available in our state. We know about state benefits. We know about VA federal benefits. But does everyone know about benefits such as St. Mary's or the church in Safford that provides free meals on Saturdays? Those are a lot of resources that we don't typically collect in a repository that are available for our veterans. That's what I want to get to. Once we have an idea of what resources are actually available in this state, I can really do a really good gap analysis so that I can make an educated discussion with legislators to say, listen, if we're going to make this really happen, this is what we're going to need to be successful. And that is my ultimate goal by the end of this fiscal year, is to have that report put together so that I can brief the governor on what the needs of Arizona veterans are that are experiencing homelessness or at risk of homelessness.
Director Scott, thank you so much for being with us here today. Anything else you'd like to tell us?
Sure. I asked for the community support, and we have a hotline that you can call if you're working with a veteran or if you are a veteran who's experiencing homelessness or potentially at risk of homelessness. And that phone number is 1-866-4AZ-VETS, 866-4AZ-VETS.